Astana is one of the youngest capitals in the world. Located on the two banks of the Joly River, Astana received the status of the main city of Kazakhstan in 1998. For 2 decades, not only the architectural appearance but also the character of the city was formed, and the habits, way of life of people living here determined a great variety of types of recreation and entertainment activities. This is the program 20 Facts about Astana, and we'll tell you about the places that are worth visiting in the capital and its outskirts. In today's program, we'll visit an amazing place. It is located in the center of Kazakhstan, not far from the capital. This is Korgalzhyn Nature Reserve. You'll find out why pink flamingos stop here every year and when you can see them, what is the best way to get to the reserve, and who most often visits the picturesque part of nature. Korgalzhyn Nature Reserve is a unique natural landmark of Kazakhstan. It is situated 130 kilometers drive from Astana. It is a heritage site listed in UNESCO. The reserve is famous for its rich flora and fauna, as well as stunning natural scenery. Its area is more than 237,000 hectares, and most of the territory is made up of reservoirs. There are no any exotic features boggling the imagination as mountains and waterfalls, but the unique color of lakes among the boundless space of central Kazakhstan remains in memory forever. Lake Korgalzhyn is the realm of reed and cattail. Their thickets occupy almost 80% of the water surface. Reed Pond separates into several large bays and many stretches that have received independent names of lakes. The border part of Korgalzhyn contains Lake Tengiz. This huge bitter salty closed reservoir takes 12th place among lakes of CIS. Salinity of its water exceeds saltiness of the ocean 5 times. In 2000, Tengiz entered the Living Lakes International Network. This steppe sometimes is covered with rubble as a result of drying of salty lakes. From a distance, you might think that this is a lake, however, it is just a mirage that is created by the wet, transparent salt. Along the lake you can see real steppe shrank tulips. This flower is included in the Red Book of Kazakhstan. In addition, 45 kinds of rare plants are protected in Korgalzhyn. In general, the flora of the reserve counts more than 300 species of flowering plants. The reserve's fauna is typical for the local area and represented by 38 species of mammals, 274 species of birds, 6 species of vertebrates, 2 species of amphibians, 300 species of beetles, and 11 species of fish. But peculiar fascination is given by pink flamingos, the famous inhabitants of this place. This is the most northern nesting habitat of flamingos all over the world. As far back as in Paleogene, when the whole Tengiz-Korgalzhyn cavity was covered by a Tethys Sea, they had already nested here. Why do they fly here? The answer is they are attracted by saline reservoirs. These waters have a large population of crustaceans, which are the main food of pink flamingos. The population of pink birds amounts to 60,000 individuals for a season, and that is not the limit. The nutritive basis of the Tengiz Lake can provide nutritional needs of 15–16 million of birds. It should be noted that within the limits of the migration routes, the Tengiz-Korgalzhyn lakes are the sole. 3 of the 8 bird migration routes pass through the territory of Kazakhstan and directly through Korgalzhyn Reserve. The true significance of the region lies in it. The Tengiz-Korgalzhyn water area is a key ornithological territory in Central Asia. In the migration season, which lasts from May to October, there are 219 species of birds, 14 of which are included in the Red Book. More than 5 months, including summer flamingos and other birds, are ready to demonstrate themselves to tourists in all its glory. Ducks, common coots, widgeons, mallards, red-crested pochard comfortably inhabit the territory of the reserve, and you can watch the birds in the natural environment. Here we have demoiselle crane, Dalmatian pelican, also rare birds such as duck, for instance, white-headed duck. A large quantity is 30,000. By the way, white-headed duck is a rare kind of duck. There were almost 10,000 white-headed ducks all over the world, and in Korgalzhyn there are more than 30,000 of populations of this rare bird. This news surprised not only Kazakh ornithologists but also UN representatives. The boundless steppe has become home to marmots, hamsters and steppe mice. The abundance of small mammals attracts large species. You can see foxes, wolves, wild boar and ermines. Every visitor of the reserve wants to see saiga antelopes along with flamingos. Foreign tourists often come to look at them. Their population has sharply decreased in recent years, therefore they are strictly protected in the reserve. The saiga antelopes have special colors that signal the satellites. Through the senses, you can determine their migration routes. So how to get to this amazing corner of nature? It is easy. 4 times a day there are shuttle buses and shared taxi between Astana and Korgalzhyn Reserve. And if you want not only admire the animal world but also get a huge amount of knowledge, you can join specialized tours. It's much more fun to be in the company of like-minded people. In addition, there will be someone to ask for photos on the background of a beautiful landscape.
Мы активны туры Казахстана занимаемся.
We are engaged in domestic tourism and invite our residents to learn their native land, nature. We provide tours across Kazakhstan, namely to visit reserves and national parks. People come from all over Kazakhstan and from abroad to witness the gifts of nature. Adults take children with them so that from childhood they can instill love of the environment. Some consider the visit to the National Reserve as a tradition.
Я приехала из города Уральска, в Коргалzhyn второй раз. Вообще хочу сказать, что природа Казахстана
I came here from Uralsk for the second time. I want to say that the nature of Kazakhstan is very beautiful, unique. I recommend all Kazakhstan people to travel in our own country, develop domestic tourism. I think that our people don't yet know how beautiful Kazakhstan is.
Я думаю, что еще не знают, насколько прекрасна наша страна.
Ecotourism is especially developed in the countries of Europe, and large groups of tourists come from there. There is even a separate direction of tourism, which is called birdwatching. However, residents of Kazakhstan are lucky enough to have the nature reserve very close to the capital.
Основная масса наших клиентов – это местные жители.
The majority of our clients are local residents who are from Astana, but people also come from the various regions of Kazakhstan, from Uralsk, from Almaty, they come from Karaganda. But there are also foreign visitors. Foreigners are very fond of such trips, and they like this boundless steppe and like to watch birds. The flamingos are very beautiful, especially I was impressed by the geese falling on the river. It is very interesting, amazing, and it's not without reason our steppe is sung in different songs in verses. Now you know that there is a magic corner of the planet not far from the capital where you can admire the birds, observe how flamingos catch crustaceans, see rare plants that are listed in the Red Book, and enjoy the moment of relaxation of soul and body.